Hello my lovelies, happy Tuesday. I hope you're all well, I hope everyone's okay. We are just about back to straight, got a little bit left to do, but we're just about back to straight in the shop. So we were away at the Newark show on, we went up there Thursday for setup, and then there was Friday, Saturday show. Hi Jean, hello, hi Claire. So Newark was okay. It was very quiet the first day, really quiet show, but we had freezing fog up there. I mean, when I was driving the van, you couldn't see like the bonnet of the van, you know, it was so thick, the fog, and I think that probably put a lot of people off driving and stuff, but no, it was all good, it was all fine. It was lovely to see some people and stuff, so let's say hello. So yeah, hi Claire, hi Jean, hi Linda, hi Kate, hi Carol, hi everybody. So I've got three three deals for you today. Two deals and some information. So I'm just going to go to the overhead so that you guys can see this. Hopefully you can see the overhead. Hi Heather, hi Claire, hello everybody. So let me just catch that up. Are we all on the overhead? Is it working? Yes, it is. These are now on the website. For those of you who wanted them, the Isolation Sampler Quilt book pattern is now available on our website. We've got all the Hochanda ones done, and we've put the rest on our website. So I did put a link up on our page earlier, so they are there. It's the one I was telling you about. We took on Hochanda. It's got all 20 of the blocks in there all together, a little bit about it, and it's got all your lovely pictures and all on it. So they are now available to purchase. If you didn't do so, they are. The other daily deal, which I forgot to pick up, in fact, I'll just tell you about that because I haven't got anything to show you. We've got lots and lots of fat quarters on sale. So we're going to do a lucky dip of fat quarters. Again, it's in the daily deal section on the website. 8 fat quarters for £10, which makes them £1.25 a fat quarter. It's a random selection, okay? It's not, you can't swap any out or anything like that. It'll be a random selection of 8 fat quarters, but they're all going to be, you know, Moda, Makawa, Liberty, you know, they're all going to be our usual ranges. It's just we cut quite a lot for Newark and we brought quite a lot back, so I'm clearing them for you guys. So we've got, yeah, 8 for 10. That's also on the daily deals. And then I'm going to be using this wool today with the demo, and it's just so lovely. It's the Starcraft Softy. It's a chunky, it's beautiful, really beautiful to work with. I haven't used it yet, and I'm really loving how it's crocheting up. It's normally £3.85 a ball. I'm going to take £1 off per ball, and there are 5 or 6 colours. There's the pink that I'm going to be using, this lovely pale sort of dusky pink. There's a cream, there's like a mustard, there's a burgundy, and then there's like an Air Forcey blue. But I haven't done this yet. I'm going to do it as soon as we get back over to the shop. I'm going to take £1 off, okay, off the softy for 24 hours. So if you fancy, if you've got projects that you need chunky for, it's just beautiful. It genuinely is soft as anything. It's really lovely. It's acrylic and wool mix. It's a premium acrylic and wool mix, and it's crocheting up really nicely. So I think that's all the, but yeah, I'll take that down in price as soon as I get over there, okay? So let's just very quickly say hello to some people, see who's about. How are you all? Are you all okay? Hi Jane. That wool feels gorgeous. It really does. Yeah, it's lovely, that one in, doesn't it? Hi Wendy. Hi Lynn. Oh, hello everybody. Hi Claire. Fabulous. You've just got your coffee ready to watch the 1 o'clocks. Oh, amazing, Jane. So hopefully I'll keep you entertained for a little bit. So where this came from is, hi Linda, hi Anne, lovely. So let me just go back over to the overhead. So there are lots and lots of free patterns out there for a messy bun beanie, okay? So what I mean by that is a lot of girls nowadays want a beanie which has got like a hole in the top so they can pull their bun or their ponytail out. Josh's girlfriend Carrie wanted one for Christmas, and I actually bought her one because I didn't have time to make one. And then when we were at the show, we don't sell this, unfortunately. It's absolutely stunning. It's from a company called Coastal Colours, and it's hand dyed, hand spun wool. It's so beautiful to work with. it's also really expensive. It's like £18 for 100 grams. So I wanted to make her one, and I found a pattern. I will put a link up to this pattern. This was a paid for pattern, this one. It was about £3. And it was called, it's a waffle stitch with a rib, with a crochet rib. But it was just a really nice one. It gives it a bit of texture and a bit of sort of oomph to it. There are lots and lots of patterns out there, lots and lots of free ones on Ravelry and stuff. If you put Messie bun beanie and then crochet in, you'll find them, okay? But I thought I'd take you through this today, a little bit about how to do the rib, and then also how to do this beautiful waffle stitch, which I don't know if we've done waffle stitch. There are several different ways of doing waffle. I think we did a double waffle ages ago, which has got like 2 uprights and then 2 push back and 2 uprights. But this is a different type of waffle stitch, so I thought we'd have a little go at this today. This isn't finished. I've got to do another few rounds and then you're going to decrease in, but we'll get to that, okay? I actually wanted to show you how to do the rib to start with. Again, I've had to do a little, obviously most of the rib in order to show you how to join it and stuff. You start with however deep you want your rib with your rib width to be. Good grief, that's a mouthful. You seem to remember a waffle tutorial. We did, Claire. We did do a double waffle, but I don't think we've done this one. I don't remember doing this stitch for a very, very long time. When I was doing the beanie up, I think I normally do a double waffle, which is slightly different, which is why I thought I'd do this one. If you want to do a rib on anything, if you're crocheting a cardigan, or like on a hat, or even if it's on like wristlets or gloves or anything, this is a really nice way to do it. All I did was, the width I wanted it to be chained was 10. I did a chain of 11, and then I started into my second chain, and it's just double crochets, okay? But it's double crochets into the back loop. So I've just got to the end of a row. Oh, there's somebody at the door, but it's okay, Beth's there. Beth just got it. So when you get to the end of the row, you're going to turn, and it's worked in rows. We're going to chain 1 like that, and then we're going to work a double crochet, but we're going to go into the back of each stitch like that. So you see where, hopefully you can see this, where that little V, like V is. You see the little V. You're working into the back stitch only, and you're just going to do a row of doubles. Now this is chunky, which you would normally use with a size 6 needle, 5.5, 6, 6.5, that sort of range. But on the rib, if you want a bit of like elasticity to your rib, a bit like when you're knitting, you go down. So because it's chunky, I'm doing it in a 4, the rib. On a double knit, you would do it at like a 3.25 hook, and it just gives you that little bit. Don't forget, right, that's 9 stitches. Don't forget that last little stitch there. It's very easy to forget that one. Okay, Carolyn, you're just eating a fish finger sandwich with Jacob. He wasn't well yesterday, can't just go, oh bless, oh poor little Jacob. But however, fish finger sandwiches, delicious. I love a fish finger sandwich. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then you're going to turn your work, chain 1 to get up like that, and then again into that first stitch there, but the back loop only, and that's all it is. The rib is ever so easy to do. I think we've done it a few times on with different beanies that we've done and wristlets and stuff. But for those of you who are relatively new to us, I thought I'd just do a couple of rows just to get sorted. Okay, just to sort of show you guys what we're doing. Hi Eileen, hello. That's a nice hook. This is my one. This is my Knit Pro. We do have some Knit Pros. They are on the website and in the shop. This one. This is Cessa's. I stole it from her when we were in Newark, because I needed a size 5 and I didn't have one with me. so I stole hers. She can have it back once I finish the beanie. There we go. And through. But I do love these Knit Pros. I did all my blanket with it, and they are so nice to use. They really are. We did waffle stitch early in the pandemic. I made a hot water bottle cover. The depth of waffle stopped the hot water being too hot. Oh, that's really, yeah, that's interesting, hun. So basically you're going to make this, so in chunky, okay. Now the pattern, I will put a link to the pattern. I did the adult size to start with, and it was humongous. So I've actually done the child size, and it fits me lovely. It's probably going to still be a bit big for Carrie, because she's a little teeny tiny person. But I actually did the child size, and it was 64 rows on here. But like I said, I'll put a link to the pattern. So because this is chunky, I'm just going to do child size again. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64. There we go, I've got my 64. Okay, and then you're going to join this so you can work in the round. And all we're going to do is we're going to put it edge to edge. This is the starting edge and this is the outer edge, where I'm still got my wool joined. Okay, hang on, I want it on the right side, don't I? So I want it to flip it that way. And we're just going to slip stitch this together. So I'm going to insert my hook into the starting chain there. Can you all see what I'm doing? Hopefully you can. And then we're going to slip stitch through. So through and then straight through like that. Okay, and again I'm going to go in the back loop and then into that starting chain there and slip stitch it, and you want to make sure you count your 10. So back loop there, into there. So I'm just going to slip stitch this and I can then show you the waffle stitch. Oh, no, don't wrap it, slip it. Here we go, in there like that. Oh, come on. But I have to say, this was so nice to work with, this yarn. I'd not used it before because I don't have time to do a lot of crochet. I wish I did, but I don't. And I don't often use chunky when I do. So it's a little bit fiddly to get it through the starting chain because you're going through the back, but actually just keep working it through like that and join it up. Oh, excuse me, we're itchy nose today. So what were you all up to this weekend? Did you do anything interesting? Talk to me. Although all I'm doing is thinking about fish finger sandwiches now. There we go, all the way along, nearly there. That one and that one. Like that, and then there's the last one. Where is it? There it is, there. Like that. Oh no, it's not, there's one more. That's the last one there. And right in that end chain, like that. And I've slip stitched it all together. Okay, you can see when it goes on the other side, it's carried on that rib pattern and you can't really see it at all. Okay, oh, excuse me. Ah, itchy nose. Right, next little step we're going to do is you would then do a row of single crochets, double crochets. I'm in American terminology still, aren't I? Where's my wool gone? Like that. And I'll do a few for you so you can see where you're picking up. So depending on how many rows you've done in your rib is how many stitches you want to pick up. So I've done 64, so I want to pick up 64. So basically that means that I'm going to pick up one on here and then one on the ridge and then one in the valley and one on the ridge, and that's what we're going to do. So you're just going to go in, pull up, and we're going to do double crochet. So one in the valley, one in the top of the ridge, like that. And you want to count well on this point. One in the valley there, one on the ridge, which is, oh, come on, where is it? There it is, up there. And you're just going to work your way round the rim of the hat, picking up however many stitches you did on as a row, on the rib, like that. It's really, and you can do this with any beanie pattern. It doesn't really need a pattern. Oh God, grief! It doesn't. My nose is terrible. It's itchy like mad. You don't really need a pattern. You can just do this. Measure the rib on yourself, whoever you're making it for, and then pick up the stitches and then just go for it. Okay. Make up some of your own patterns. Use some of the stitches. Something maybe like the herringbone stitch that Sarah was showing you the other day. Or anything. You could do a bean in anything. Do it just in like half trebles, but different colours. It could be any stitch at all. So let's then. You've got lots of sewing and crochet done at the weekend, Claire. Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Jean, you're home. Woohoo! Ah, bless you. That was mind you, being stuck in Madeira, but then stuck in Madeira by yourself can't have been fun, lovely. So I'm glad you're home safe. Claire, you finished a quilt, just needed labelling and binding finished. Ah, lovely. It was Moda 2021 Project Jelly Roll pattern called Quadrangle. Oh, nice. Oh, I'll have to look at that. Linda, 1, 2, 1, 2. Linda can only count to 2. It's a little in-joke. So you would just work your way round, all the way round with a double crochet just to get that all the way round, and then you would come back to here to the beginning and just slip stitch it. Okay, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be working in the round each time. All right. Once you've done that, you can then move on to the start of your waffle stitch. Now I know I've done a big section, but this row here would just be your double crochets. Okay, all the way down here. That's all it was a row of double crochets here. So you just got to pretend that these stitches are your double crochets. Okay, so I've gone all the way round. Oh, I haven't. It's come and done. Damn it. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me just get you back to... Oh, no, what? Oh, hang on. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, no, sorry. I've gone 1 row too far to show you the pattern. This pattern is worked over 2 rows and that's it. Okay, let me just go back to the beginning. There it is. There. Okay, so it really is this type of waffle. It is slightly different to the one we did before because this is what they call a single waffle, not a double waffle. And it's worked a pattern over 2 rows. So I've joined with a slip stitch and I've chained 1 to get some height. You're going to put 2... Hang on. Oh, no, I'm in the right place. Oh, I'm really confused myself. You're going to work with half trebles and trebles. Okay, so wrap and in that first stitch, and you're going to put 1, and then in the next stitch you're going to put a half treble, like that. So I've got 2 half trebles. I'm then going to do a front post. Okay, so wrap in, and you should all be familiar with front posts if you did the crochet along, through 2. So it's a front post treble through 2. So I've got 2 half trebles and then a front post treble. I'm then going to go half treble, so 1, 2, and then a front post treble. So wrap, pick up there, up, pull through 2, pull through 2, like that. Like, I love the colours on this as well. It was, the skein itself was so pretty. So 2 half trebles, 1, and then another one in the next stitch, like that, 2, and then we're going to do our front post. Okay, like that. And you just work round the whole row, so all the way round, just like I did with the pink one, doing that. 2 half trebles, so it's 1 half treble, 1 half treble, front post treble, 1 half, 1 half, front post. And the whole row is that. It's one of those really easy patterns that, because it's only a 2 row pattern, you've only got to, you haven't got to really memorise massive amounts. And you can start to read the work after a little while as well. So, yeah, this is a company called I got this wool from a company called Coastal Colours. Have a little Google of them. I mean, they're not cheap yarns, they are, but then they are hand dyed and hand spun. And I mean, this has got alpaca and something else in it, this yarn. Cashmere and alpaca, I think it was. I mean, it's a beautiful yarn to work with. But it was expensive. But sometimes it's nice to treat yourself, isn't it? What's that, Jean? Even better, your quartz worktops were finished today. Ah, brilliant. So it's like your kitchen nearly done. That's, oh, you're going to get back to some normality, Jean. That's going to be lovely. There we go. So I'm just sorry. I've got to work around the whole row in order to be able to show you the second row. So you're going to just have to put up with it, I'm afraid, while I just get round there. So, and it's just, it becomes very repetitive. It's quite meditative. You know, I can't say that word with that front post because it is such an easy little pattern, but it's such a lovely texture and it's really nice and warm as well. So there we go, in like that. Oh, come on. There's my front post. Oh, getting there. Oh, about halfway. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to talk to me. Okay, Coast to Coast do sell beautiful yarns. As with all small quality hand dyed, it's pricey, but it's worth it. Oh, it really is. Absolutely, it's worth it. It's so beautiful. I think I bought Beth some actually from where they were at the Malvern show, and I bought Beth because she crochets a lot, a skein for part of her birthday present. Just because it's so pretty. I mean, I almost didn't want to use it because in the skein it was just like You just want to hang it up like a little piece of art. So I'm going to do it, this is just the row 1 of the waffle, and it's half treble, and then front post treble. And like if this was your first row all the way down here, you would just be working round those initial doubles that we did, okay, to get your first row in. There we go, getting there, nearly there, then I can show you the second row. But it is very repetitive. It's a nice one to sit and do in front of the TV. You haven't got to worry about lots and lots of you know, stuff to remember or anything like that. It's a good one because it's so repetitive. Here we go. What's that, Jean? Kitchen fitted to come back to fit splashbacks and cooker hood and adjust the cupboards. Also need the kitchen decorated. Oh God. So there is still quite a lot to do, but at least you've got worktops. That's a good thing. You know I'm going to need pictures, don't you, once you're all done? So we've got, what we've got, tomorrow we've got block of the week, and then Sarah's going to do a bit of a Pars ruler demo for you on Thursday. And then we've, next week we've got a busy week. I've got a chanter on the Thursday. So that's going to be a busy old week. And then what have we got going on then? Well, we've just put another Hochanda in, actually. They've asked us to do some extra shows. So we've got Sarah doing Hochanda on the 17th of Feb. And then I've got ones on the 21st. Right, when we get back to, there we go, I've got to the end. And I've finished with a front post. Because the pattern, the repeat is half treble, front post. And then I've got back there and I've got one stitch there. So you're going to put a half treble in there. Ooh, what you are if you do it right. There we go, half treble in there. Like that, and then you're going to slip stitch. Don't slip stitch into the chain, slip stitch into the top of that first stitch. Ooh, there it is there, like that, and slip stitch to join it all up. So that's your first row of the pattern done. Okay, so we're going to go to, at least you can use the kitchen. Absolutely, Jean, definitely, that's a good point. We're going to do a row now of the second row of the pattern. So I'm going to chain 2 to get my height. And then this time, where those half trebles are, we're going to do back post doubles. So I'm going to wrap, I'm going to come in from the back, like that, pick it up. You know how much I hate back posts, particularly as they never go right. There you go, like that. Although randomly I didn't mind doing them with this wool. Wrap through 2, wrap through 2. And then we're going to back post round that second half treble, like that. Through 2, through 2, and then we're going to do a half treble into the top of that front post there. Okay, so this time the second row is back post treble, half treble, back post treble, half treble. So it's just that repeat of that 3, and you just keep repeating that, and you get this really lovely texturized stitch. Ooh, there we go. Which is completely different to the double waffle we did, where you've got, this is very much more little squares. With the double waffle you get like a much thicker, you know, sort of build up of your, be right if I could remember to do a half treble, wouldn't it? There we go. So, and that's it, that's the row. So I would go work all the way round with the back post, like that. Then my half treble in the top of there. So I'm not going to go all the way round, it would be ridiculous, okay. Oh, hang on, I've got a thread, I've picked up a thread, which is, there we go, that's catching on there. Didn't want to do that. Not in this pretty yarn anyway. So what else have we got? Jane, the colours are working lovely. Yeah, they really are, these are gorgeous, this. Here we go, like that. Okay, so I would carry on working, and it's doing those back posts that pushes it back, so you've got this lovely sort of square waffly texture to it. Okay, you would then do, and again, like I said, I will put a link up to the pattern, but you would do as many rows as you want to sort of fit from, you know, like once your rib there up to the top of your crown. I think it was 14 sets. Okay, so you can see I've done 14 rows, sorry, so that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've just about, this one will be 12, so I've got another set of the waffle to do. And then once you do that, you literally you decrease, you do double. In fact, I'm going to take this row back actually, and I'll show you the decrease. because I can frog it to show you the decrease. So the decrease is a row of double crochet 2 togethers, which we've done lots and lots before. Can you say the half treble again, please? The half treble. So the first row is half treble, front post treble. The second row is back post treble, half treble. Yeah? Does that make sense, Linda? Hopefully. I'll put a link up to the pattern for you, okay? But once you've done as many bits as you want, you can then start decreasing. So you're going to do a row of double crochet 2 togethers. So we're going to go into that first stitch there, pull up, into the second stitch, pull up, and then wrap and pull through both. So you've taken 2 stitches down to 1, and you would work all the way round like that. So into that one, pull up, into that one, pull up, through 2. And what you're doing is just decreasing all the way round. Okay, so we're just going to work into each one like that, and through, and then 1, 2, wrap and through all of them. Okay, so when you're ready to decrease, when this is deep enough, okay, like I said, 14 rows is about right. You're then going to decrease. So you would decrease a row of doing double crochet 2 togethers. You then just do a row of double crochets, and then you do another row of double crochet 2 togethers, finish off with a row of double crochets. So you've got like a decrease row, normal row, decrease row, normal row. And then what that does is that leaves you with a hole about that big in the top. Okay, now if you want this to be a full beanie, you can just keep decreasing. Okay, let me just come to you a second. You can just keep decreasing until you've got like no hole at all, and then finish off and stitch if you don't want the messy bun. But if you want the messy bun bit, so that you can put a bun through it or a ponytail, you're just going to do 2 rows of decrease. So decrease, normal row, decrease, normal row, and then finish off, and it leaves a hole about that big, so when you put the beanie on, you can pull your ponytail out or your bun out. And that's it. It's as simple as that. It's a 2-row pattern. If we go back to here, it's a 2-row pattern with that rib, and you just literally leave the hole in the top rather than finish it off. It's nothing more than, it's almost like you've cheated and you've gone, oh, I can't be bothered to do any more. I'll leave a hole in the top, and that's it. But they are very, very popular with younger girls and stuff at the moment, particularly the fact they can get their ponies and their buns out, and in this cold weather, you can see you've got a nice bit of stretch on that rib now, but then this will fit lovely. So I will put a link up to the pattern for you, the one that I used, but there are lots and lots. Go on to Ravelry or Google crochet messy bun beanie, lots and lots out there. I am going to finish this one as well in the pink, because this is crocheting up nicely. Not that I need a messy bun beanie, because I haven't got any hair to put up in a, I very rarely can get it back that way, let alone into a pony. But I know, I'll give it to Carrie or Beth, maybe Beth would wear it. So I will finish it up in this as well, because this is delicious. Delicious, delicious. So, however, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my ball of wool. I'm going to have to weigh it and see how much is there. See what else I can make with it, because it's so pretty. I need it. I need something. Maybe little wristlets or something, just to keep my hands warm. So, Claire, you really ought to try to crochet something again. Oh, absolutely. Give it a go, lovely. It's crocheting is easier than people think it is. But yeah, give it a go. You do. You know what to do with it, Sarah. Or you need a hat. You want the pink one? You'd wear one, wouldn't you? You'd get all your hair up into it, particularly when you're down on the beach. Cool. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Little quick one today, relatively. And I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock, as ever. We've got a block. I've got a new... I'm on a bit of a whole of January, a bit of a scrappy thing going on. So we've got another scrap block, but it's one that I've had to play around with. You could crochet a hairband. Oh, I don't do hats or hairbands or anything. I'm terrible. You should see the state of me in a beanie. I look ridiculous. I really do. Tell them, Sarah, I don't suit a hat at all. But we'll do we've got a scrap strip block tomorrow, which is something I've been playing around with, which is a really nice way of using up all those little bits and pieces. And then Sarah's back on Thursday. So I'll see you then. Have a lovely Tuesday evening. Hope you're all warm. It's really quite cold in here. I don't think anyone's put the heating on in the house today. It's freezing. So I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.